Welcome to Living Off the Van. We're the Nolders, Henry and Sarah, along with our 3 kids, Nyoka, Kiana and Louie. We've packed up our everyday lives to travel Australia with no known end date. Watch and subscribe to Living Off the Van to follow our adventures and see all the amazing places we go.
So while we've been pulled up here in Swan Hill and catching up with family, I have slowly been ticking off a few things on a checklist. I had a list going on my phone and I'm slowly getting them done. Here's one of the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to replace these cartridge filters that are inside these. The reason I want to do it is all the water pretty much from central Queensland all the way through Darwin, all of NT, up to Kununurra, all down the coastline into WA and through to the bottom of SA. All that water throughout there, so there's really some really bad stuff in the outback Queensland. Quite more of a, it's pretty much all bore water, but some of it tastes worse than others. I think it's time that I replaced them. Probably should have done them a little while ago, but I thought, oh, what's the point of replacing them now? I've been this far into the trip, might as well do it when we get back into really good water. Swan Hill has actually got amazing water as it's turned out. This is a job that I'm doing now, doing the one under the sink and the one that goes on the outside of the van. So we pretty much triple filter everything if we're going to drink it, and haven't got sick as a result of doing it this way. So it seems to be working, so why change it? So I'm going to do that job now. So in the external Caravan filter, which is this one, basically filters it twice. One's a coarse filter, so that's like sand and bits of rusty metal or something that's, you know, corroded in pipelines wherever around Australia. And the other one's 1 micron filter, which is basically for the odours and tastes and flavours of the water. Do they work? Well, I think they do, because it takes a lot of the smells and stuff out of it, which is amazing. Especially when you're in the shower, you do notice it, especially when you haven't got it hooked on, but in the end you just hook them on every single time. And this one under the sink is just, it's very, this one and this one are very similar. Like the one under the sink's just that little bit better, I think, but this is the one we had originally, and then we upgraded and got extra ones basically. So I'm going to go and flip these out now and so I've just arrived here at Dad's. I'm going to get stuck into some of the jobs that we originally come back to do in Swan Hill. So I'm going to get stuck into that. That's going to take me a few days. I'm going to try and do 1 bearing at a time on the Caravan. So I'm going to basically pull it, strip it apart, clean it all out, check, see if there's any damages to the bearings, repack them, replace any bearings that need replacing, and also check the brake shoes while I'm going. There is 1 brake shoe which is on the other side of the van. That one will be done last. Something's not quite right. It's sort of sticking after braking. It doesn't let go, but if you grab onto the handbrake cable and really flick it, everything lets go and it doesn't rub. So it's just grabbing a little bit there somewhere. And one of the main reasons I've come home is to fix that. It showed up around Esperance and I thought, well, I know I'm going to go home and do it. All I did on the road was I just basically backed that whole brake off, so it's not actually working. That one, oh, it is, but it's only just. So I'm going to fix that, a few other things too, just some cosmetic stuff. I want to try and clean up some of the A-frame of the chassis from all the stones, because we don't have a stone stopper. So I'm going to clean that up and fix it up, put it all back together. Yeah, we've probably wondering why I had grease and stuff on my face before. It's when I was washing out the hubs on the pressure washer over there before. But yeah, so that's all done now. Had a lot of dramas with the very first one I started on. So basically the bearing got, the inner and outer bearing were both wedged on the shaft. So yeah, we sort of had to do a little bit of manipulating to get it off. Now, that sounds weird. Anyway, yeah, we just basically had to put a little bit more brunt and force into getting it off. So yeah, that ended up damaging the bearings in that one, so I replaced those ones, but all the rest were fine. None of them needed replacing. Put new seals in and checked the one that I had a bit of issues with the brakes. I think the magneto side of it, where the magnet engages and pushes up against the drum, it's just a little, the spring inside there is seems to be a lot more tensile and sort of pushes the magnet against the hub a little bit harder than the other ones did. So I don't really know what that's about. I might have to ask a couple of questions about that. Probably going to have to end up ripping it back off again, but tomorrow is a public holiday and it's late in the afternoon and I don't have anyone to ring and no one's going to tell me what to do. So yeah, a little bit out of my field there, I'll find out, but more than likely probably going to have to rip that off again. That's okay. That's what I live for, I suppose, something to do. Yeah, anyway, I'm just going to pack up now. I've had enough today. By the time I clean all this stuff up, it'll be pretty dark, I'd say. So I better get stuck into that.
So another job on our list to get done while we're home is Henry is going to respray the whole drawbar and fix up any stone chips we got along our travels for the last year. So this is what he's up to at the moment. So these are all the stone chips. Yeah, so we're going to fix all that up, respray all of that, and have it looking like brand new again. Oh, you got it on the groin.
It'll fall off now.
Look at it bubbling.
I want to do this again. It'll look good when it's done, but we do need to organise the stone stomper. We might have to do that after we finish this job.
Yeah. Yeah, so plans are to order a stone stomper, but we're gonna Raptor coat, I think, the drawbar.
Righto, so I've just finished painting the chassis, and I didn't video it because I didn't know how it was going to pan out or what it was going to look like. I was a little bit nervous with wanting to do it, and also it's got a hardener in it too, so you sort of can't really muck around too long. But I've just finished it. I've been waiting around all day for the weather to change. Now, some of you may or may not like what we've done, but what I've done is I've just sprayed basically the A-frame and to where it meets up with the main part of the chassis, and then not painted the part where it goes down straight down the van. The reason for that is I actually don't mind the silver, and I wanted to, if I want to paint it later down the track for the rest of the van, I can. It's not that difficult. But this is the hardest part done now. So like I said, been waiting for the weather all day, and it only took 5-10 minutes, but this is it. Taped out the VIN number. It was a very daunting job. Would I do it again? Yeah, I'd do it again. Wasn't that hard. It's probably more of a, because I've never spray painted like this before, that was the part I didn't enjoy. Might have even been that it's 27 or 8 degrees right now. Paint's drying awesome, which is great, which is what I want. I want it to dry, sort of a nice quick cure for today before the sun goes down. So I think it's going to get there, which will be fine. I don't know, we'll see what it looks like when I put it all back together, but the flies are shocking out at Dad's. Just finished doing the brakes on the car. Now, wasn't planning on doing them. I thought, oh, I better do them since I had a car service due, so I just done those. I'm glad that I did, because the front brakes, as you can see in a couple of snippets I'm showing you now, were stuffed. About 180 bucks for front and rears. Didn't end up replacing the rears because the rears are only 50% worn. I didn't see the point in changing them. I'll just do them next time I do the brakes, which will be in about 50 or 60,000 Ks, or when they start squeaking. So I'll probably just hold onto those pads until I get to that point.
Yeah, our family's been debating where we're going after we leave Victoria here. So we're gonna head, we don't know where. We've put some places in a lucky dip, and we're gonna pull out where we're gonna go. This will potentially be where we may pull up for around 12 months. So we've got a few options in there. We're all going to have a lucky dip, and the place with the most votes is where we're going. All right, who's going first?
Kai.
Kai?
My dad. What was
Let's put a line on it.
it? No, just other people.
I reckon that. No! What are you doing?
That's 1 mark for that one.
Landcruiser.
Kai, quick, we're going around.
We end up going there. Hurry up.
I'm not going
That's 2.
there. What is it?
Alright, hurry up and pick. I'll see you.
She wants to read it first, what she picked out.
Maybe I gotta put a mark on it. Not reading it.
Does Louis get a pick?
There.
I'm gonna read it first. That one doesn't.
I think we'll go around one more time.
Yep. Let's take the broom out.
Okay.
Yes. Take the room out.
Chloe hasn't gone yet.
Hey, Louis. Louis, pick one. No, you gotta put that one back. You gotta put that one back so Louis can have a pick. Okay, Louis, get one. Go. Pick one. Thank you. Give it to Daddy.
I know what it is. There's no point going any further. It's over.
I'm not going
We all
to
still get
room.
another. Louis got 2 more. I've got.
Okay.
Kai's got another one. Go.
Hate broom.
Come on.
Why am I playing this?
Wow. Wow.
Like last time. You can't look. This could be the decider.
The make or break.
What if it is broom and like we don't want to go there? Can we just redo it?
Hurry up. Just give it here.
Is there a mark on it or not already?
I know where
There's
it
already
is.
2 marks.
Righto. I put marks on the back of them.
Oh, did Louis get 2?
No.
No, Louis got 1 more. Pick.
Let's just put that one that Dad's holding just in there by itself. Okay, Louis, pick.
Go, Louis. Thank you.
Okay.
Good boy.
Alright,
Yeah.
so we just went around twice and we marked the back of every time, but we didn't really
Freedom.
read them out loud. So Toowoomba was one of them. It's got 3 votes.
I thought it's 4.
Nowra.
Which has no
Oh!
votes.
Sunshine Coast.
Sunny Coast has no votes.
What? It's a Toowoomba or broom. Oh no.
Here's Broom, which has 3.
3.
Phew, I thought it was 4. 4. 5.
And Newcastle has 4.
Oh!
no.
Newcastle.
We're going to Newcastle. So we've been parked up here at my grandma's place for a couple of days now, it's probably 4 or 5 days. We're going to go around to my sister's place. They're going away on a holiday for a week or 2, and we're going to watch their kids for them. But once we leave there, that's it. Like, we're probably going to duck down to Melbourne and catch up with some family, and then basically make our way towards
You happy?
towards Newcastle, I suppose.
Well, that's what won the votes. We can't go back now.
Jeez, I thought we were going to Broome there.
Well, I put Broome in because I love Broome, but no one else is keen on Broome.
Oh, it's only because we spent so long there.
So we've done everything.
We want to go back to Broome anyway, so you know we'll eventually get
Thank
there.
you. In the bin, I know.
We're going to pack up here now and go around to my sister's place for a few days. stuck at home in Swan Hill, I've decided that there's not much really going on, and I thought I rang up a mate and asked him if I could do a couple of day trips for him. So I'm going to show you what I used to do before I started this this whole trip around Australia, and decided to jump back in the truck for a day. I don't know whether it's just a day, it could be a few days, just have to wait and see, but today is day one and it's only just a day trip, and this is what he's put me in. Now this is the first time I've ever driven this specific setup, which is a AB triple. So the guy that owns the truck's one of my mates from school, and the guy who drives this specific truck is my best mate, and I'm going to have a bit of a stab at him here because he should have washed it, he hasn't. So my OCD is pretty epic right now, but this thing is an immaculate piece of machinery. It is dead set. There's nothing wrong with this truck. I suppose it's a driver's dream to even drive one of these things. So for me, I don't really like driving big shiny stuff like this all the time, only for the fear of you just never know what dickheads are going to do on the road, and specifically caravanners. So a lot of you might not like that, but it is what it is. And yeah, anyway, I'll show you what I used to do. So as I said, I never used to drive this style setup. I used to just be B doubles and very, very minimal road train work. So here it is. I was going to video me unloading, but I had to basically triple split, which was always going to happen, but I unloaded it as one trailer and a paddock way over there, and then these two just here. So just finished unloading. Now I'm going to slam it all back together and go see if I can find some wheat somewhere and reload. it finished. Just got to unhook this front trailer and dolly, and race that back over the other side of the river here at Swan Hill, and that's me done for today. If I feel up to it when I get back to the yard, I might even wash this prime mover for him, just so he has a nice cruisy week. But that's it, Kenworth C509. I think it's about 650 horsepower and 2250 Nm of torque, and it pulls like a champ. Pretty cool bit of truck. So that is what I do.